My dear students, how are you all? Welcome back to all of you for next class, that is Water Resources Chapter 7. I hope you are continually watching all the videos and trying to manage studying, reading and learning all the chapters and question answers which already been sent to you, taught to you. I'm trying my best to give you all explanations in a very deep manner, and this is your responsibility to manage and make your time more useful. Fine. So today we are going to start next chapter, that is water resources, that is chapter number 7. Now we'll talk about water resources. First of all, let's talk about water. First of all, water is very important to all of us. We use water for drinking, washing, bathing and for many other uses. But do you know that 89 to 90% of the water, no matter it's a surface water or groundwater, 89 to 90% of the water on the land is used for agriculture, and rest of the water is used for different purposes. I will try to make you understand this through this figure number 7.1. This is a pie chart which is divided into two parts, and both parts show us the use of water by different sectors. In the left side, you see this is surface water withdrawals. Surface water which is in the shape of rivers, ponds, lakes, tanks, and withdrawals means to take out the water from the land. So surface water withdrawals, if you see, it is withdrawal 89% for agriculture. This area is for agriculture person. And in orange color, 9% is used for domestic purposes and only 2% is used for industrial. This is surface water. And if we talk about the groundwater withdrawals, groundwater is the water which is present under the ground and which is taken out through wells, through tube wells, and that water you see. The groundwater is used 92% for agriculture purposes. Nowadays people are using this tube wells and all that. 92%, 3% for domestic uses as compared to surface value. There is used for 9%, here is only 3%, and industrial sectors is using this water 5%. So this is a very important figure you need to understand before you understand the whole lesson. There are so many few small little things will come in the paper in this lesson which you need to understand, need to keep in mind for the future study. So what is the source of this diagram or this figure? Earth Trend 2001, World Resource Institute, as given in Government of India 2002 report. Here is sectoral uses of surface water and sectoral uses of groundwater. Now, what we will read in this chapter: number one, our water resources, that are surface water and groundwater, which I already explained you just now, that which are the surface water like lakes, rivers, ponds and all that, and groundwater which is under the ground. Number two, water requirements, its utilization, why do we need water and where do we use it. Number three, importance and need for irrigation in India. We need to irrigate the water because of, you see, the rainfall is unpredictable, uneven, so we cannot totally rely on rainfall. So we need to irrigate. Number four, favorable factors are required for development of irrigation. What are the factors? Whether a land is suitable for canals or not, like that. Number five, means of irrigation are tank, canal, wells. Number six, need for conservation of water, because water is very useful. We need to conserve it. Number seven, conservation of water. How? Number eight, rainwater harvesting, which is very important. A question definitely will come from this point. Number 9, advantages of rainwater harvesting. Number 10, areas where rainwater harvesting is being practiced. And number 11, national water policy. So in the next video, I will explain you term by term. Till then, have a nice time. Bye.